Anyone who has bought fuel at the new price of 500 naira or above in places where it had been selling for a third of that has felt the pinch. Perhaps that is why, ahead of a meeting between the federal government and the Organised Labour scheduled to hold Monday, the Nigeria Labour Congress has said the government must meet its demands to cushion the effect of a fuel subsidy removal. The union threatened that it would not hesitate to call out workers for industrial action, adding that it only suspended its planned strike. It stated that the high cost of fuel was inflicting unbearable hardship on Nigerians, adding that the government must act fast with respect to providing palliatives, as the NLC said it was expecting an increase in the minimum wage from 30,000 naira to 150,000 naira. The federal government and labor unions met on June 5 with a resolution to reconvene on June 19 to agree on the implementation framework of the resolutions reached. The former Speaker of the House of Representatives and current Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, who led the government side, had disclosed this at the end of a meeting between Labour and government representatives at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. According to him, the June 5 meeting agreed on 7-point resolution to cushion the effect of a subsidy removal on premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, on Nigerians. Speaking on Sunday on the expectations of Labour from the Monday meeting, the Vice President, NLC, Adewale Adeyanju, said a lot of things had been presented by Labour unions, stressing that the government should not act funny. There are a lot of things that Labour has been putting before the government. The refineries need to be revamped. We cannot continue to import refined petroleum products and be spending on subsidies all the time. Labour has its set of demands, and by the time we meet with the government tomorrow, we will list them out again, he stated. On what action the NLC would take should the government fail to give in to the demands of Labour, considering the plight currently faced by Nigerians with respect to the removal of subsidy. Adeyanju said, "You know, we only suspended our strike as a result of a need to meet on this. So, the government should know that things are becoming difficult and they should not decide to do anything funny. The strike was only suspended. It was an ultimatum that was given out and it was suspended. So let's hear what the government has for us, and then we'll know what to tell our members. It is about lives of the people. Let's meet them tomorrow, and then Labour will come out with its position." The NLC also stated on Sunday that it was expecting an increment in minimum wage from 30,000 naira to between 150,000 and 200,000 naira. The NLC and the TUC had announced an ultimatum to embark on strike, with the NLC mobilizing its members for the nationwide strike. Later, the Labour Union suspended their planned strike following an interim court order. Prior to the order, the NLC President Joe Ajaero, during the union's National Executive Council in Abuja, had given the government and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited an ultimatum to revert to the old fuel price. Ajaero had threatened that the failure of a government to meet the demands would lead to an indefinite protest by workers across the country. If you enjoyed this, please like, share and subscribe so you can get notifications.